Dushyant,
How are you doing?
amazing.
Whole day has been full of
Very energetic.
super. I think I'll try to take some time to just ask about the day and what does AI Bazaar do, and in terms of how specifically voice AI, in terms of technology, how it is evolving. So just in 30 seconds, what's the problems that AI Bazaar is solving? If you can just
Right. So I'll take a step back and look at the broader picture. As our IT minister said in the World Economic Forum, that there are 5 layers to AI. First one is application layer. Second one is model level. The third layer is infrastructure layer. Fourth layer is chips, and fifth layer is energy. Right. India might not dominate in the bottom four, but the first layer applications, I could see a clear win that India is going to dominate that market and be the capital of world when it comes to AI applications. Uh, Extremely energetic, enthusiastic founders that we saw today, 100 plus applicants that came in. So that defines the pace at which Indian Gen Z or Indian technocrats are moving towards creating applications. So I'm very positive about India's AI future. That's my take on voice, because voice is the first commercial end use case which is as widely spread as let's say what UPI would be eventually, right? There are more use cases, but commercially viable has to be the first criteria when it's about mass adoption, right? So there are special use cases, let's say document verification AI, or autonomous cars AI, right? All of these AI or safety AIs, right? All of these AI, because they don't have a commercial end yet. That's why in the domino effect of things, they're still behind. But voice, because you're not creating a cost, you're just replacing a human cost with an AI cost. That's why it's had such a massive and such fast adaptability. So that's about the voice.
where do you, in terms of the technology that has evolved, you talked about, the 5 layers of the stack, right? So, and you're on the top 2 layers, I would
Right.
right? So, given that, when you talk to your customers, what do you think are the biggest leverage or the decisive factors that your company kind of
Right. So I'll give a very unique answer. Unlike most of the companies that presented today and were selected today, our customers are politicians, right? What works in our favor is they want us to win, and if we lose, they would cover it up, right? Whereas, as head of sales of Sarvam mentioned, that companies need to nurture the AI product for 2 to 3 months at least before they actually succeed, right? So the wind is against them when it comes to corporate, whereas for us, the wind is in our favor. We have tailwinds, right? Because they have to justify the cost that they have done. They would give you room to evolve in terms of corporate behavior. They would rather switch the vendor, bring in someone new. So that's a very niche answer that I'm giving specific to my sector, because political arena is where we work, and that is where we are building intelligence. So about AI Bazaar, I would rather not tag us as competitor to Vapi or competitor to Bland or competitor to Retail AI. What we want to be is competitor to iPack.
Okay.
Right. So we are building an ecosystem around a tool, and not want to build a horizontal in terms of tool, right? Because we do not want to be doubling down on solutions that everyone is creating, but how to use that solution to get a right call to action for our clients, which is politicians, right? So identifying who your voter is, who is not your voter, and then nurturing who is not your voter by understanding his issues, right? So in terms of political arena, this is Brahmastra of campaigns, because if you see just 2019 election, right? 60,000 crore was just the election awareness spent, right? And that is atrocious. So while everyone is trying to rush towards banking and finance, because they think gold is in banking and finance, the volumes are in banking and finance, I would say political arena is still a blind spot, which is good for us. Uh, it's still in blind spot for most of the other companies. When you say banking and finance, let's pick up the biggest bank, which is State Bank of India, right? Their last year's profit was 55,000 crore. And when we talk about political spend, 60,000 crore. So it supersedes the top bank spends. So there is massive room and leg space for anyone who wants to optimize in this space, which is political arena. Uh, Again, a lot of AI companies die down when it comes to competition, because it's race to the bottom. And companies like Sarvam, or Grey Labs, who have picked up good funds, are subsidizing the cost, taking a burn to kill the competition. When you come to the political side of arena, it's not per minutes billing, right? It's per number billing, and that is maybe sometimes 300% margin, 400% margin. You never know, right? So you can thrive fairly well in this arena if you have the right levers. For us, the most important lever is we bring our own data. So we are not bringing the players to play on your stadium. We're bringing the entire playground.
And where do you see in terms of like the Indic languages and all that, which is the highest uptake that you see in your customer basis in terms of language?
Right. So language is the key factor in political campaigns. Again, we are not trying to build our own models. Why? Because someone else is trying to specialize on that. So we are primarily using Sarvam and Cartesia, right, when it comes to Indic language, other than 11 Labs, of course. But without that, you cannot have the kind of penetration that we seek, right? So it's been a biggest blessing that India is going so aggressive on Indic language.
Got
And forums like these, they promote more expansion and wide adoption of Indic languages.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for being here, and would look forward for all the growth for you and all the political landscape. Thank you.